Hey everyone, Clone Wars here, and today I want to talk about a certain short film that was released 2 years ago, and that is none other than The Problem with Valentine's Day. I watched this back when I was just rolling around the internet as usual, and I became interested in it. And after I watched it, I liked it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, first things first, let's talk about the art style in this. The art in this film is simplistic and cartoony, yet charming, which is something that most romances don't do because they prefer more anime-like art style. And to be completely honest, I'm kind of tired of that. Sure, it looks cute, but it gets tiring to see it the more pieces of media use this art style. But here, it feels so refreshing to see it. The animation is also good, which isn't that surprising, but not complaining. Now, like the animation, the story is also pretty simple, which isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, I quite like it. It's basically about a lesbian artist named Melody who is trying to find love but gets rejected a lot. But luckily has Mariah on her side to get over the rejections, only to realize later that in her life that she likes Mariah. Melody tries to take her out on a date, but Mariah denies because she already accepted one from Ashley, which of course makes Melody sad. She rips the drawing of both her and Mariah being together, but the wind blows it to Simon, which makes him want to talk to Melody. Meanwhile, Mariah still waits for her date, only to realize that it was just a prank. Simon and Melody have a conversation about Mariah and Ashley, which I'll let the scene play itself out since I don't think I can do itself some justice. Roll the clip!
You've got yourself a funny situation there, yeah.
I figured.
Well, why do you think she went out with Ashley?
I mean, she's really pretty, to be fair, so...
Sure, but I know Ash very well, and Mariah would be like the last person I'd pair her up with.
Maybe. Maybe I should have asked her out sooner. I mean, she was always there for me, you know? But now that I think about it, there wasn't a single time I helped her out. Maybe she found that with Ashley.
Well, did she ever need helping out?
She kinda avoided romance to focus on school and stuff. Or at least that's what she told me.
Then what's the problem? I mean, if she did have trouble in that regard and wanted emotional support, she shouldn't say otherwise. I doubt it's your fault, Melody.
But then, whose fault is it?
Maybe it isn't anyone's fault. Stuff like this happens, Melody. It sucks, sure, but it happens.
You know, I suddenly hate Valentine's Day.
Look, I think Mariah is smart enough to not go into a full-time relationship with someone like Ashley. And it definitely isn't your fault. Just the fact that you want to be there for Mariah says enough.
Thanks, Simon.
No problem, Mel.
So, how's it going on your end, anyway?
Let's just say that I'm saving myself for Andrew Garfield.
And after that pep talk, both Melody and Mariah find each other. They actually become a lesbian couple, and the story ends on that note. Yeah, it's pretty basic and stuff, but that's the way I like it. Now with that out of the way, let's also talk about the characters. Melody is the awkward main character of the film, and she does a good job being that. She's not pretentiously quirky or being a girl boss. She's just an average lesbian artist with human-like qualities, and I like her for that. Mariah is also a pretty good supporting character. She doesn't get as much screen time as Melody, but she does have enough to make her a relevant character. Unlike some other character that I'm going to mention in my me-side video. I mean, come on, man. Melody has a crush on Mariah. How can she not be relevant? Simon at first is just a charming dude, but later he's actually used to make that emotional scene when he talks to Melody, which is surprising but fruitful. Ashley in this film is probably the least focused character, mainly because she's not the main focus of the film. She's just there to be a one-note antagonist, and I think she does a fairly good job at being that. Also, notice how ironic of how this Ashley is a lot more tolerable than in this short film, and yet the Coven of Andy and Laylee Ashley is a lot more unbearable. Yeah, I noticed. But anyways, that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about in this short video. Now let's wrap everything up. Welp, that was a short review. I know that this video is lackluster, but I wanted to make a video about something at the very least. And the Valentine's holiday was a good use to that. I'm not that much of a fan of that holiday itself, but making this video for it, and the short film in general, was perfect for itself, so why the heck not? And for some people who are still wondering, yes, I'm still working on that Me-Side review currently to this day. I still need to get a lot of the writing of it done. The only big problem that I'm having currently is the fact that school is eating my time off by cramming a lot of assignments for me to do as if I haven't done enough already. So yeah, that's annoying, but I'm still managing. Ironically, I made a critique video about the American education system for a school project, but I'm not posting that on YouTube, mostly because I made it in a rush and I want to try again, but not for a school assignment like last time. However, I'll have to save that for later because I got other projects, other projects on my hands. So yeah, but anyways, see you guys next time. Bye!